everyone, I have been asked if I could do a mini series of videos from this page from Jewelry Box by Hanna Karlzon, so with Castle Arts pencils specifically, so I thought I would have a go. So we have these 6 different bugs. They're actually quite pretty and all have wings and look, yeah, quite fun to do. So let's make a start on this very first one. So I'm using Castle Arts Soft Touch pencils. I have the 120 set. Oh, we're a bit wonky, aren't we? There we go. And let's get started. Now, I thought maybe I would do each one a different colour. So maybe one green, one blue, one red, one orange, yellow, blah, blah, blah. Maybe something like that. I'm not sure. But let's see. Now, this guy, he's got a big gemstone here. So maybe we'll start there and then work from there. So I'm going to actually start with the very light, the lightest pink from the Castle Arts. It's called the Azalea pink. It's quite a pretty one. And I'm going to do a few of these facets in the stone with this really light pink. Now, I'm not just going to block it in. I might on these little teeny ones here actually, because they're very small. It needs a sharpen, it's quite blunt. I've actually brought in a different pencil sharpener. My other one seemed to be breaking a lot the other day. That's better. So I'm going to sort of randomly colour a few of these in this lightest colour. Actually, I think it would probably be darker towards the bottom of each bit. So I suspect this bit would be lower down and this bit be higher up. So probably want to go a bit darker in the bottom. But with this pale colour, you can't really see much. It's almost pastel, which is rather pretty. Okay, so there's our light one. Now I'm just having a quick look at my swatch chart because I'll just show you. On my swatch chart, I put a little white dot on each one so that I can see whether they whether I can use white pen on them or not. I'm not sure if I am going to use white pen yet. So all of them, apart from the Bengal Rose, all of the light pinks are okay. So that's good. So I'm going to use the Grenadine Light next. If I can find it. There it is. Oh, there you go. And do a few more of the little facets. Probably, again, the ones nearer to the centre with the lighter colours. Now pink is quite a milky colour, which doesn't always quite work for gemstones, but I'm just giving it a go. I find more transparent colours are generally a little bit better. I'm now going to go for the grenadine, which is a little bit darker. Give it a sharpen. There you are. Gosh, I'm feeling tired. I've been doing my household chores this morning. So I did my normal cleaning. My son helped me. Well, one of them is going to help me, is going to do a few bits later. So it's just did a quick clean of the bathrooms, which didn't take too long. And I did the kitchen yesterday, so I didn't have to do much in there. But we cleaned all the windows, inside and out. So we're just waiting for it to rain, because, you know, that's how it works with windows. And yeah, so we cleaned all the windows. And I'm going to go for a dark, the jaipur pink. It's quite a dark one. This one needs a sharpen. And then I picked up some more leaves in the garden. I feel like I could sit there and do it forever. The tree is dropping leaves at the moment, so I'm fighting a losing battle, as they say. But it's getting better. I want to really buy a few plants to go in the garden, a few more, which I might pop out for a walk later and grab some. But anyway, we have a shop nearby that sells some plants. It's not a big selection. The supermarket nearby. The cherry pink is my last one. Now I'm going to use all of these pinks in the rest of the bug as well. So I think it would be a nice way to do it. Gosh, that's a fine point. Look at that. Cherry pink. Oh, there you go. I'm just going to do all the rest of these. And we'll do the top with this one too. And I'll show you how I'm going to do the top. Yeah, so I'm picking up leaves, and in the front of the house, the front driveway. Oh, I haven't done that one. I'm going to do a sort of diagonal fade. Like that, to make it look like it's catching the light. I might do some white pen on here later, but I'm going to leave it like that for now. I'm going to go back to my really pale azalea pink, and I want to do some of these stripes that sort of caught my eye. So I'm going to try and reduce the colour towards the centre. Keep it dark on the edges. And I'm going to do every other one, and then use a darker colour for the other one. I don't know why, I just think it will be interesting. Yeah, so sort of on the driveway, in the gaps in the path, it's full of grass and weeds, so I did that. My son washed off the front door for me, and the garage, brushed off the garage and things like that. I just wanted to get it looking nice and smart, because I'm going to do his head like this with this one as well. Because we've had our new railings put in, they're all new and shiny, so it's nice to get the front of the house looking nice, well, and the back. Anyway, and we've got guests coming soon, so I want it looking nice for them as well. But so we're, rather than doing all the jobs when they arrive, you know, just before they arrive, I'm going to use the grenadine light next to do. Oh, there it is. To do the bit of the eye, this bit of the eye. Yeah, so because we're having guests and I want it looking extra nice for them, I'm going to do these little bits here where it's sort of the ends of the legs. Yeah, it's not cool if you leave it all until the last minute. It's going to need a real thorough tidying up as well, but there's not much point in doing that too early. Just looking at other places where I think I'm just going to use the grenadine to do the other stripe here. The same way, making it darker here and lighter towards the middle. Yeah, there's no point in doing a big tidy up, is there? Luckily this room here, which is really messy, apart from my bit, it's a communal room, so it gets messy. Luckily you can just shut the door. But can't do that on every room. We can do that on the bedrooms too. Yeah. Now I don't know whether to do these striped. I think I might keep up that stripy theme. So I'm going to do this one. But I'm going to sort of fade towards the middle, towards the bottom, towards the bottom, I think. So just put less layers as you go down to the bottom, like that. My washing machine's about to beep. But I asked my son, the one that wasn't helping so much because he was in bed, if he could put the washing in the dryer for me. There we go, and this one. It's just doing less layers towards the bottom, so it's a little bit faded. And then I'm going to use a darker one. Should go for the cherry pink, that's quite a lot darker for the other two. Yeah, it's just beat. My husband's just told them to go and sort it out. He's put his back out, so he can't possibly bend to the machine. But the boys know they have to help with the chores, and they know he would help if he could. So this is our darkest colour, so I'm thinking about where else I might want to put it. Some areas I sometimes think benefit from being a bit darker. I'm thinking those antennae, they're quite impressive, aren't they? Now you might want to try and make bugs like this look a bit more realistic, but they're not drawn in a realistic way. And also I think there are more people that dislike bugs than that like them. I'm going to do this bit in this colour. And so I think it's nice to make them look more friendly. Now I'm going to do the whole of this with a light layer. So I'm pressing as lightly, I'm not pressing as lightly as I can, but really lightly. And then I'll show you, I want to try and just make it a little bit darker around the edges. So I'm just going to go just inside that black line if I can. It's quite fine work. Don't have to, if you can't manage that, just fit it in. I don't know if mine's going to work anyway. Yeah, I'm feeling very glad to sit down, I have to say. I can hear a noise like thunder, but I don't think it is. I don't know what it is. Anyway, we're going to do these legs. Do them in the same way, so then go around the edge. Like that. I've never done a pink bug before. I'm really liking it. That funny noise is still going on. Maybe me cleaning all my windows really did tempt the thunder to come. It's a sort of joke, isn't it, that if you clean the windows it's going to thunder. I haven't done mine for ages. Used to do them a lot more. I've just had a lot on, but now the boys' exams are finished, they're able to help me more, and I'm not having to sort of check on their revision. It's all a lot more chilled, which is nice. Now I'm keeping this cherry pink in my hand. Sorry, it's moved it out short. I'm going to do these little circles here. I know what the noise is. It's my dryer. I ordered dimwit. Oh well. Now we have the stripy bit down here too, on this bottom part of the body. Oops. I'm trying to go around the edge with a bit darker than the centre, so we get a little bit of bit in the middle. I'm going to do these bits. This, and then we're going to grab a different colour. We do the jaipur pink next, and I am going to do all these little circles here. I'm just going to fill them in because they're small. While I'm doing this, I'm starting to think about where I'm going to use my white pen to create some shine. I'm going to do black eyes, I think. If I forget, which is very like me, I want those black. Because I'm trying to make some of it look a bit shiny anyway, but I don't really want to I really want the gemstone to be the bit that looks the most shiny, so I might just add a bit of white on there and not on anything else. There we go. Now I'm going to do this bit. I'm going to really build up some colour here and then less towards the bottom. There we go. And I'm going to do a couple of the stripes. I'm actually going to make it a bit lighter in the middle because I'd like the bottom to be quite intense as well as the top. So I'm trying to make it a little lighter in the middle. There we go. And now I'm going to use my azalea pink, I think. I just really like this colour for here. It's a big contrast of colour. Gosh, there's a lot of sirens outside. Now I'm thinking I quite like it for the whole of this bit. I think that must be a fire engine. It's beeping its horn. The sun's coming in. It's not on this bit of the page. I'm going to have to close the blind, I think, before I record the next one. Right. Now I need to remember that black, don't I, for the eyes. That's the next little bit to do. Now you could do a bit of shadowing, which I think I will do because it looks a little bit like a big pink splotch. Let's do the eyes. This is the ivory black, and I'm just going to go around and around, a bit less in the middle. Now for the shadow, I'm not going to use such a dark colour. I'm going to use the cool grey deep, I think. Needs sharpening. Okay. Oh, there you are, cool grey deep. And I'm thinking about where is it going to be. It's going to be some shadows under here. Just a little bit. And all around the edge of here. Now all the way underneath this gemstone, I'm just going to put a little bit all the way around. I'm hoping that might help it to stand out a bit because I think it should be the star of the show. We are going to put some white on there too. Just the ends of these. We've actually got a line drawn there which indicates there would be a little bit. Maybe here too. Along here. And here. And then under these. Hopefully you can see it's making a bit of a difference. I can. But I know what effect I'm trying to get. I'm just going to put a bit under there. So, around the bottom of here. It's just because all the colours are so samey. I think it just helps to define a few of the areas really. Oh, that sun's so bright. I thought it was going to rain. Yeah, I think that'll do for that. I'm going to use a white pen. This is the Gellyroll 10, and I'm only going to use it, I think, on this. I'm going to use it on all of the black lines, apart from the one that's right around the edge. And I'm hoping it might draw the eye and hopefully make it look a little bit more shiny. we'll see what happens. And you can decide whether you like it or not, or whether you prefer it black. You may not have a white pen. They're very useful. If someone said to me, what would be your must-have? I'd say a white pen. Okay, I'm tempted to put a few dots elsewhere, but I think I'm just gonna tidy this up a bit and then leave it actually like it is. Because you could put some on there and on these, but it helps that to stand out, I think. So I'm going to leave it there. Just straighten the book up a bit. There we go. And take a photo. So there's our very first little bug. Yeah, it'll be a very different colour one tomorrow, I'm sure. Well, it won't be pink, that's for sure. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a super day and happy colouring.